You've learned about the CPU, RAM, storage, and GPU, but here's the real question. How do all these parts actually work together as one system? When you click an app, play a game, or open a file, what really happens inside your computer? Let's break it down step by step. It all starts with power, PSU. Before anything works, your computer needs power. That's the job of the PSU power supply unit. It takes the electricity from your wall, AC power, and converts it into DC power that your components can use. Then it distributes power too. The CPU, GPU, motherboard, storage, and fans. Without the PSU, nothing turns on. It's not the brain, it's the lifeline of the entire system. The brain takes control, CPU. Once powered, the CPU, Central Processing Unit, takes control. It starts executing instructions from the operating system. Think of the CPU as the decision maker. It tells other components what to do. It processes logic and calculations, but here's the problem. The CPU is fast, but it cannot work alone. RAM enters, fast working memory. When you open an app, the CPU requests the data. The data is loaded from storage into RAM. The CPU accesses it from RAM, RAM. Because RAM is much faster than storage, so instead of waiting, the CPU gets instant access. Think of RAM as a workspace where active tasks are handled. Storage supplies data. Storage is where everything lives permanently. Your apps, files, and operating system are stored here. When needed, data is fetched from storage, sent to RAM, and then processed by the CPU. Storage has long-term memory. RAM has short-term workspace. GPU takes over visuals. When it comes to graphics, the GPU takes over. Here's what happens in a game. CPU calculates game logic, movement, physics. Sends instructions to GPU. GPU renders the frame. Frame is sent to your display. The GPU is responsible for everything you see. It handles lighting, textures, shadows, and frame rendering, and it uses VRAM to store visual data while doing this. Full system flow. Let's put everything together in one complete flow. You click an app. 1. CPU receives the command. 2. Storage sends required data. 3. Data loads into RAM. 4. CPU processes instructions. 5. GPU renders visuals. 6. Display shows output. All of this happens in milliseconds. This is what makes your computer feel fast and responsive. Balance, real performance, truth. Here's something most people don't understand. Your computer is only as strong as its weakest part. Strong CPU plus weak GPU gives bad gaming. Fast GPU plus low RAM gives lag. SSD missing gives slow loading. This is called a bottleneck for maximum performance. All parts must work in balance. Why PSU still matters? If your power supply is weak or unstable, system crashes, components fail, and performance becomes inconsistent, a good PSU ensures everything runs smoothly and safely. So now you understand how everything works together. PSU powers the system, CPU controls operations. RAM provides fast access. Storage holds data. GPU renders visuals. Together, they form one powerful system, and every click you make triggers this entire process in real time. If you enjoyed this series, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment. Thanks for watching.